EA have finally confirmed that the horses pack is coming and they're calling it a rodeo something in their marketing. Anyway, this is a little thing that they put up on Twitter. So it looks like they say take the reins. So obviously it's horses. June, September, a rootin' tootin' expansion pack. 2 bold kits behind the Sims and more. Whatever more means, absolutely no idea. A rootin' tootin'. Guys, I was literally just editing this video and apparently you've got screenshots. So we have officially got goats and sheep, little baby ones it seems, and we've got something here which looks like nectar making, which came with eco lifestyle, so I'm not exactly sure what that's gonna be. Guys, honestly, this pack just looks like, yes, we'll address the horses, but this pack just looks like the Sims 4 cottage living but with an American skin on it. I can't deal with it. Anyway, we've got horses, looks a bit like a pona. This horse has got a little hat on it. It's also got a ribbon on its tail. Don't they get those from like completing the competitions? So maybe there's going to be horse racing competitions. Looks like there's sheep shearing. How's that going to be different from the llamas so in cottage living? Looks like we got dung, horse poop on the floor. Looks like, okay, this might be a good thing for builders. It looks like there's a caravan trailer in the background, although it could just be set dressing, so it might not be real, so don't get your hopes up. But if you're a builder, it looks like we've got some stuff to make barns. So there's an open door here, which looks pretty cool. You can see they're all wearing brand new cast outfits. There's going to be lots of cowboy hats, I expect. There's a horse helmet here. Apparently there is another screenshot with loads of different stuff. There's a baby. Is that a coat or a cow? What the hell is that? Anyway, what I've noticed is there's a little stably thing over on the left here. There's a horse interacting with this animal here. But there's also, okay, if you're a builder, you're going to love this. There's a painted ceiling, a literal painted ceiling. So maybe this brand new update is going to be like full-on painted ceilings. Who knows? Here's another screenshot showing the competition area itself and War of the Worlds. So it does look a lot like Strangerville, but a lot prettier. Strangerville 2.0. So it seems like we've got all the jumping stuff. I have a feeling this building here is going to be tied to the specific world and you won't be able to change it. That is my theory. You can see some houses here. Is that a barn? I'm not quite sure. Looks like they're doing a dance. Is this called the rodeo when you do the yeehaw line dance? I don't know what it's called. Anyway, we've got another upright piano. We've got wine. So it looks like we're getting not a tavern, a salon. The cast looks very on theme. Hopefully we'll get a lot more men's stuff with this pack because I feel like, you know, Western stuff can be quite masculine, so I'm praying. To be fair, I'm quite a fan of a lot of the build stuff that's going to be coming in this pack. Anyway, now we get back to the old me for my very horrific opinion and review. Brace yourselves. So I thought that we were going to get Wyoming, like the yellow grass, but it turns out we're getting like canyons, rocky canyons. So we are getting a world that's going to look like the Sims 4 Strangerville world. So they haven't bothered to do anything different, it seems, assuming this screenshot is right. Is that a brand new hairstyle? Do you call it like a women's mullet? I have absolutely no idea. Anyway, 2 bold kits. EA did a survey a few months ago where they were talking about like letting you be able to vote for your own kits. I think the options were space themed and medieval themed for build mode. For cast mode, it was gothic and something else I forgot. We all voted for the medieval build kit and the goth cast kit. We already got the Gen Z grunge core kit, which I think is quite similar to goth. So I'm actually quite surprised that we're getting those two so close to each other. Also, I'm not really sure how the medieval kit is going to go, especially seeing that you can't even build like medieval stuff in The Sims 4. And because it's a kit, like how can you build an entire like medieval build with just a kit? I'm not really sure exactly how that's going to go. Do you know what I mean? Like kits only normally contain what, like 10 items, if that? How are you going to make a bloody medieval build with all of that? Do you know what I mean? Like a medieval build, but with like a modern sofa in it? I'm just not really convinced. Although at least now we know we're getting the horses pack and it is officially an expansion pack. I expect tons of gameplay. We're not going to get it. They're going to disappoint me, disappoint you, disappoint everyone. You're going to buy the pack anyway, even though it's going to get horrible reviews because you're desperate to buy it because you're a horse girl. I know what you like. And you're all going to say, Satch, I watched your negative review and you were so negative, so I bought the pack anyway. And then I played it and I realized it was bad and now I regret it. You always say that to me in the comments and it's going to happen again. I'm still not just sure, like, what on earth are you going to put in an expansion pack, not a game pack, expansion pack for horses? It is just insane. You guys all think I'm the negative simmer that, you know, loves to put everything in a negative spin of my rage of The Sims 4. I don't. I genuinely don't want to hate on on it. It's just EA literally keep giving me reasons to. If they stopped giving me reasons to hate the game, I'd stop hating it. But they keep giving me reasons to do it. You know, they still haven't bloody fixed infants after the infants update. They still haven't even fixed the base game after it was released in 2014. I've got no hope for the pack. I'm sorry to disappoint you, but I have absolutely no hope for it. You know how EA drops teasers in things? Well, somebody noticed that in the San Sequoia world in Growing Together, there's a goat for the movie theater rabbit hole lots. Also, the pond in San Sequoia apparently looks like a horse. I mean, looking at it now, like it kind of looks like a horse. Could be a unicorn. Looks like a bit of a unicorn. It could be a little stubby cho penis. Who knows what this is? Anyway, genuinely though, like what on earth is a goat gonna do? Like how's it gonna be different to cottage living other than, you know, cottage living has a British skin on it, but this one has an American skin on it. Like how are they gonna be different? Yes, it's got horses, great, but if they're just bloating out with recycled gameplay with a different skin on it, then that's no good. I am being negative, I know. I just genuinely, you know, I've learned from EA to be disappointed. Like a dog learns to sit because it knows it's going to get a treat. I have learned to be disappointed every time EA releases brand new expansion packs. They're all bad recently. I mean, they've all been very shallow compared to the previous Sims games, but I think from like My Wedding Stories, that's when it got like super downhill, like horrifically downhill. I mean, even when like other Sims creators talk about it, I've seen them be more and more negative, and like a lot of other Sims creators, like they're negative, but they do the positivity sandwich where they say a positive thing, a negative thing, then a positive thing. But like I'm noticing even a lot of the happy clappy Sims content creators these days, they're even like doing a bit of like negative stuff about the game, or they're just not talking about it at all because they've given up. The Sims, not the Sims 4, but the Sims in its entirety, honestly, in my opinion, is currently in the worst state that it's ever been in terms of like so broken. Like I've never seen such a broken Sims game in all my life. The Sims 4 is honestly even more broken for me and ridiculous for me than even the Sims 3 was, and like that is saying something. And I played the Sims 3 back then on like an old school laptop that didn't even have a dedicated graphics card. Right now I have a PC with a dedicated graphics card, and like the Sims 3 plays better for me than the Sims 4 does, and it's just not acceptable. The Sims 3's issues were literally down to hardware, like you just needed a very good PC in order to run it. A couple of the packs were hit and miss, such as Island Paradise, but for the most part the game actually ran pretty well. I just find these days the Sims 4 just genuinely does not run very well for me at all. Not even just to do with like, you know, glitches and bugs and performance, even just the way certain things have been implemented just so lazily. You know, I did a video the other day on like dumb ways or crazy ways to get rich in the Sims 4, and it honestly surprised me like how dumb and easy it is just to make money even if you don't use cheats, because they haven't implemented any kind of challenge in the game, because it's all about tell your own story your own way, because Sims was goofy. Like, do you know what I mean? I can't deal with that anymore. I can't deal with the 5-year-old humor of the Sims live streams that they do in these behind the Sims things here. They speak to their audience like they're 5-year-olds, and we're all at least over the age of 18. Do you know what I mean? Well, most of us are anyway. I just can't deal with it. I can't deal with it anymore. The 2 kits I can deal with because they won't break the game, because it's just built mode and CAS. Ironically, I'm looking forward to the kits more than I am the expansion pack. With this behind the Sims thing though, there is a chance that they may actually bring up the Sims 5 again. Whenever they do these behind the Sims live streams, sometimes they bring up the Sims 5. What I think predominantly though it's just going to be a live stream for the brand new pack. Also, they say and more here, usually with a brand new expansion pack release, they normally do a base game update. What is that base game update going to be this time? Absolutely no idea. We might not even get one. We might just get a little SDX drop, who knows? But you know, with Growing Together, for example, they gave us infants. Before that, we had high school years and they gave us curved walls. Like every single one, they give us something new. So what are they actually going to give us new this time? Who knows? Definitely not horses. You'll have to pay for those. I know this is a little bit catty of me, but I'm writing on Twitter. I can't wait for my sim to get a +10 happy mullet from T-posing on a horse. Do you know what, guys? Honestly, my car broke down today. It's written off, so I'm going to have to scrap it. I'm not in the best of moods. moods, as you can tell. I'm really not in a very good mood for personal reasons. Did you know that horses were actually found in the Sims 4 game code since 2019? They've had almost 4 years to get it right, so hopefully horses won't be broken. Hopefully our Sims will not be T-posing, and hopefully there'll be more to it than just happy mootlets. On a positive note, I've been looking through like all of the comments and everybody seems like extremely ecstatically excited. I feel like, okay guys, this is my theory. Tell me if I'm wrong. I feel like most people, I'm sorry by the way that my t-shirt, chair and microphone blend in with the black of Twitter. Let me make this bigger so you can actually see me. My theory is most people who play The Sims are not actually buying the packs themselves. I get the impression, okay, that most people are getting the packs bought for them by their parents, therefore they don't care about the cost of the game. They don't care that it's a little bit cash grabby. I think they just get it anyway. That's my theory, because if somebody else is buying for it, like, you don't care that it's, you know, a rip-off because it's so dispersed out compared to how The Sims 2 and 3 was. Oh my god, I just realized my buttons were undone. How embarrassing. I'm sorry, that wasn't very professional of me. There we go, they're done up now. I took them down because I was stressed about my car being written off. Not that I'd ever have that problem in The Sims 4. That was very catty of me. It was a good joke though. Anyway, make sure you subscribe so you keep up to date with the news. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you in the next one.